right? And we picked 5 powerful women to share a Lifeline testimonial. Come up, ladies. We have Josephine. Say your last name. Azubu. Olivia Guerrero. Rhonda Mishler. Vanessa Barnes. Terry Smith. Terry who?
What an amazing training. My name is Josephine Ozugu. I'm a registered nurse by profession. And I started my journey with Ambit Energy after so many things happened to me. A mother of 5 and 4 in college at the time. And a husband was diagnosed with cancer of bone marrow, given 1 month to live. And life was very devastating. One of those sons asked me, Mom, will my dad see me graduate? And I'm like, by the grace of God, that will happen. Amen. And to tell you something, it is a devastating time. It was, really. But I did not give up. And what happened was, I remember when I wanted to go into nursing school, I wanted to quit when I saw blood. But guess what? I didn't go ask a mechanic on how to overcome those obstacles. I went to a registered nurse, somebody who's experienced than I do. And today, because of what I did then, I was able to do a CPR on my husband. I was able to help people not to amputate a leg, but save a leg. So it doesn't matter what you're doing, you might have some challenges, don't quit. You might be a lifeline to someone else. So for me, Ambit has done so much. When it came to me, they told me, my husband, of course, you again? I said, honey, give me a chance. And let me tell you, because of what this Ambit has done for us, and I categorize it in 5 things: free energy, free mortgage, free financial free, and time freedom. And I can tell you, it doesn't matter what you're going through, I want to encourage you, never give up. Tough time do not last, but tough people like you do.
What Ambit has done for me is giving me that time freedom. That time freedom that everyone is looking for. Growing up, my parents didn't have that. I would wake up in the morning, my dad was already gone to work. When I would come from school, my mom was going to work. I'm very proud of my parents for giving me what I needed. Several years later, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, and I was heading down that path, not spending enough time with my children. But when this business was introduced to my husband, we got rid of several of those businesses we had that kept us apart from each other. My husband would have to go out of town, I would be home with the kids and deal with some of the customers or people that we had. But now, I'm glad I brought my notes. But now we get to help other people find that time freedom. I have more time to spend with my friends and family now, and I enjoy every second. And now we have that pleasure helping other families find that too. And one tip I'm going to tell y'all that I tell all the consultants, especially the husbands. The husbands are out of town, business meetings and stuff. The wives, the family, they don't know what they're really doing. They know they're working the business. I tell them, go home, take her a rose, or the wives, go home, make them a special meal, give them that day for them. So they'll know that they'll be getting more of that because they're working this Ambit business. Thank you.
I'm a senior consultant from Rockwall. My testimonial is that my husband was invited by Bob and Alice Hinckley to attend a business opportunity meeting, and I declined the invitation to go with them. I told them I had a manicure or a pedicure or something that was going to cure me that would be better than so I didn't go. But he came home from that meeting and he was very excited. He said that was absolutely an opportunity that could change our lives. He set up a meeting for me to meet with Alice the following Friday to enroll in Ambit. I met with Alice at Starbucks and I enrolled my husband in Ambit Energy. I went for the next 6 months very much in a pre-verified state. I didn't make that phone call to verify that we were in Ambit. It was time for ambitious women, and Mike and Alice both encouraged me to come and to attend it, and I was not interested. I was still pre-verified. But there was a lot of encouragement, and actually I agreed to go just to get them off my back. But I think at that point I became pending, and so I didn't come to the meeting. I spent that weekend, I had come with a very close mind, thought, well, there was a pool, you know, I was going to have a good time. But I met some amazing women. I got to know Alice better, I got to know Melinda, I met Esther, and I looked around that room and there were amazing, successful, powerful women, and I wanted what they had. After attending my first Ambitious Women, I left here energized. I went home, I got with the program, got to work with my husband, we got our customers, we got our free energy, and the first time we got free energy and the residual check, I was like, wow, this is a no-brainer. And so I got with it. So Ambitious Women is really what turned it around for me. Alice didn't give up on me, my husband didn't give up on me, and Ambit didn't give up on me. And so it has opened up many doors for personal development, for education, for friendships, and for success. So I appreciate Ambit Energy for changing my life.
Hi, my name is Vanessa. I'm a senior consultant right outside of Houston. My topic that I want to tell you about is never having to say what if again. See, when I first saw the opportunity, that was an aha moment. That was a light bulb moment. The second one came about 3 years into our Ambit career. Unfortunately, it took that long. My husband and I were leaving a training and we looked at one another and we realized our inaction had sabotaged our own business. It was what we weren't doing. Even though they tell us, don't prejudge. And we had to stop and think about, man, what if we had talked to that person we met the other day? What if we had said something to that person the other day? So we refocused and we dedicated ourselves to never having to say what if again. And what that did was just overload people going into our phones. And now we never stress or worry about running out of people to talk to because we had become comfortable chasing people for 3 years, right? And I know no one else has done that. But I got to tell you, my first senior consultant in my senior level is a stranger. See, I thought at the beginning it would come from my warm market. It would be people that we knew because we had prejudged these were the people that were going to do great. And they haven't. So the stranger that we met in the hospital waiting room became my first senior. 12 days ago, we met a second person in the waiting room at the hospital. And don't everybody flood the hospital waiting room. But 12 days ago, we met this guy on a Wednesday night. Thursday, he was at the business. Friday, he gave me his application. Saturday, I was at his office to meet his wife and do the one-on-one. Sunday, he had a home party. That was after we had walked the block inviting his neighbors, he and I together. And I had Debbie Atkinson on the phone after the DVD was played. And he texted me at 10:49 last night. He texted me while Daryl Starkweather was talking today. He's waiting for me to get back because he has 11 o'clock appointment set tomorrow. This was someone I didn't know that I don't have to now say what if I had said something to him.
Good afternoon. My name is Terry Smith, and I'm an executive consultant with Ambit Energy. And I'd like to talk to you today about never sacrifice integrity for growth. Finally, my husband and I finally found a company, one that we can relax upon. For those of you who don't know my story, my husband and I, we have peddled every lotion, potion, peel, powder, girdle, coffee, Avon, Mary Kay, prepaid legal, gospel known to mankind. And all of these companies, they pick you up and they drop you off somewhere and they pretend as though they never knew you. Well, last night I wanted to make sure I got it right, so I actually went online and I heard our CMO say that we will always want to do it the right way. No gimmicks, no bells, no whistles. Hard work, and that they are going to hold everybody to a high standard. He went on to say it's harder, slower, but in the long run, it's worth it. Now, recently, we picked a very important person. She's a real go-getter. And after all of our teaching and training to her, come to find out she wanted to be with another consultant who's also in our EC code, right? And so my husband told me about it, and for a day and a half, I decided I would not comment. So what I did, I backed away from the entire situation, put myself in her place, and I could not fault her for what she decided to do. But on the other hand, a part of me in the flesh wanted to pick her up, flip her over, and shake out all of my training that I had done, right? So that would land us all in jail, wearing orange for real. I love the color, but I ain't that crazy about it. So I actually took the term, never sacrifice integrity for growth, and I put my own spin on it. So hopefully, if corporate is here, please don't turn off my power zone. Never, under any conditions, will I permit or allow myself to turn like a coward and back up into darkness. It will cause me to sell myself at a discount price, a blue light special, 50% off sale. This act alone will set you up for destruction and total surrender. But I hold myself firmly to a code, both moral and ethical. Therefore, I remain upright in character. I will refuse to lie, steal, cheat, or deceive in any manner, thus keeping me safe from all decay. It will propel me from the land of not enough, skip right over the land called just enough, and land me firmly in the land called more than enough.